Hi, my name is Lee Grissom, and this is my introduction for the Counseling Groups course. I'm from Rocky Mount, North Carolina, and I'm about halfway through my program in the Counselor Education Program in East Carolina, working on my master's. And my goal is to work as a school counselor. So the types of groups I will most likely lead would be groups of students in a school setting. I have enjoyed beginning to learn about groups, the different types of groups, as well as the history of groups. Our reading assignment this week were chapters 1 and chapter 17. I found several pieces of information very interesting from chapter 17. I really liked the way the introduction to chapter 17 emphasized how groups can inspire or suppress behaviors, and also how they're pointed out that groups can be used to change human behavior and thus the social system as a whole. So with the challenges that face students in the school setting, barriers to academic success, behaviors that are not conducive to that administrators and teachers and students and families would like to see students improve. I was very encouraged at the concept of group work. Obviously, in a school setting, there are many students and very few counselors. So there will be a huge population for me to serve. And in order to meet needs as adequately as possible, group settings will be very effective. So I hope to focus on the encouragement and inspiration of appropriate behaviors in student populations that will facilitate academic success, that will enhance the learning environment for teachers in their classrooms, to increase their effectiveness, and to be an aid to administrators who have set goals for their building and their student population and their teachers, their overall mission, and support that through group work with students. I think this is particularly valuable group work in a school setting with students when we consider Chapter 17 points out that a group as an environment is an environment in which we can learn life skills, values, and the importance of citizenship. I think it was interesting that that was pointed out in the very first section of History on Group Work from 1900 to 1909. A principal of a high school in Michigan, Jesse B. Davis, was cited for this vision in 1907, this vision of using the group as an environment for students to learn life skills, values, and the importance of citizenship. And I think even though that is over a century ago, that is a very worthwhile goal, and groups is a very effective tool for doing that today as well. Another issue that really stood out to me as striking from Chapter 17 was the massive expansion of groups in the 1960s. And due to its exponential growth at that time, the group movement was under attack because of certain abuses of groups. People had made cults out of groups and actually impaired the functioning of those who participated. So I think it's interesting how throughout history since then, there has been an effort to educate and prepare and equip group facilitators and leaders to do group work. So I found that interesting to be aware of the potential abuses of group work. There was a term groupthink that was pointed out in the history section from the 1970 to 1979, and it emphasized the detrimental power that groups may exert over their members to conform. So I think it'll be interesting in the school setting to find a nice balance where we encourage individuals to grow and develop their individuality, but also to develop life skills and become good citizens and good students and good members of their community. So thank you. I look forward to working with you all in this course, and have a great weekend.